Hello, fiber folks. Welcome back. My name is Trent. I'm the Weft Right. Welcome to my studio here in the mountains of Western North Carolina. I have a tiny studio. It's not as tiny as it could be. It is a bedroom, but a small bedroom. I know people are working in tight corners of the house or in the living room or dining room or wherever you have. But in my space, I have very little room for a table, and there's so much fiber equipment that requires to be clamped to a table. So whether that's a ball winder or a umbrella swift, my cone winder that I use from Electric Eel Wheel, they all need to be mounted to a table. And I really don't have the room to set up a table and take it down every time I need to use that fiber equipment. So for years now, I've been using a system where I have mounted a board onto a tripod and clamped things onto that. We'll see that now, and then you'll see the solution that I come up with to solve the problem. So for several years now, I've been using just a piece of wood mounted on a tripod that I bought at a surplus sale at a university. You can find tripods really easily anywhere, including Facebook Marketplace. They are not expensive and you don't need the best one to do this. But I essentially just install a threaded insert into the center of this piece of wood. And then I would take my fiber equipment that usually revolves around clamping to a table, and I would clamp it to my tripod mounted table, which just took up a lot less space in my studio. So now what I'm hoping to do is get rid of this all together. And what I would like to do is put the threaded insert that's in this piece of wood directly into my umbrella swift. So let's go along for that project. So the threaded inserts that I'm using, I just bought on Amazon from this kit. I highly recommend you use the ones that have a hex head drive as opposed to one that you're supposed to screw in with a flat head. I have found those doing nothing but trouble over the years, so the hex head drive is the way to go. And this kit comes with the hex driver, and it comes with a drill bit that's perfect for that size. That's why I really like this kit. It's not terribly expensive. It comes with way more than you'll ever need. But you'd be amazed at what cool things you could find to put on this equipment. So the first thing I'm going to do is mark the depth of my drill bit. I don't want to drill any deeper than I really need. So I'm going to mark that kind of visually. It's easier to set this on a table, but it's harder to film that way. So I'm going to see if that's about right. Nope, that's way too much. I think these are a little bit less than 3/4 of an inch. That seems about right. That'll just help me drill to the right depth. Let's prep my umbrella swift. For the umbrella swift that I have, which I think is, yep, it's a Knit Picks. They're really great. I'm going to have to take out this right here. And I'll be honest with you, I wonder if this is a 1/4 inch threaded insert that's already in it. Because if it is, that means that we can just go ahead and mount it on the tripod. Let's investigate. No, I think that's a little bigger. Yeah, it's definitely bigger than a 1/4 inch. So we'll have to drill. And thankfully it already has this little divot on it. So I'm going to put my drill bit in that divot. Drill slowly until I build up a good hole. All right. I think we've got our hole nice and centered. Now take our threaded insert, put that in place, and Hopefully get that started. There we go. Kind of a little awkward to get it started straight sometimes, but you can see how much pressure you have to put on this. So if you don't have a lot of hand strength, I would recommend getting someone to help you. But doing this with a screwdriver is very difficult. That's why I like the hex head kind. Alrighty, let's see if that fits into our tripod. This is the head of my tripod. This is a really old style that I think is really meant for a video camera, but because I got it for cheap, it works for my purposes. But I can show you the back side is going to have this, which screws into whatever you're mounting, and then this tightens it up. So for this, I'm going to screw directly into my Swift until it gets pretty snug, and then I can twist that to tighten it up even more. Now I can mount it upright, and I've got a nice stable Swift. Let's see it open up. All right, it's nice and stable. Excuse the mess in the background, but very firm. And I can raise it up, and it spins great. And this saves me from having a table. The footprint, if you'll see, is very small, maybe less than 18 inches. Now let's try something else. This is my ball winder that I bought on Amazon that is absolutely beautiful. There are a few tips and tricks to using it, so I think I'm going to make a separate video about this product, but it is a beautiful ball winder, and I want to mount that as well. So I have found a place just by kind of holding it in my hand and balancing it where I figure I'll feel like it's the most balanced, and I've marked a small spot where I want to drill, and hopefully I can do it so I don't drill all the way through. I think it'll work. All right, once again, we'll start the threaded insert. It always looks like it's going in crooked, but it works out in the end. All right, that looks good. It didn't come through to the other side, so this beautiful wood finish is unmarred. Now I'm going to install it and see how we like it. I can turn it to tighten it a little bit. All right, let me turn it so you can see it. See if it's stable. Yeah, that's decently stable. I think that would work. It moves around a little bit. I'm not going to hide that fact, but perfectly fine for the work I do. There you have it. I'm excited about this solution. Remember that you can get tripods almost anywhere for very, very little money in thrift stores, on Facebook Marketplace, on eBay. It doesn't have to be an expensive one. Even a brand new one on Amazon is not going to be terribly expensive. It's probably better to buy a used one of a better quality just because it's a little heavier. But for most of the stuff we're doing as fiber artists, it should work just fine. I have multiple tripods because I do film and camera work as well. And some of the tripods have what's called a quick release. And essentially, you can mount that quick release to your fiber equipment and then just quickly put it on and off your tripod. So if you're going to be using the same piece of equipment over and over again, that could be a really, really great solution. Like I said, the tripod I was using is a really old video tripod. from probably the early 2000s. I think I bought it when, well, that doesn't matter. But it works very well, and I'll probably end up using two tripods at a time if I'm winding a skein, and also, um, I would need the Swift and the winder at the same time. Though I am excited because I may be getting a squirrel cage Swift, which would also solve a lot of my space problems. For now, until next time, subscribe. Please support me. I really love all the comments. Keep those coming, and we'll see you next time.